Hi guys. Hi. Hello, it's me again. I wanted to make a video. I have sunglasses on because I have a ring light over there and it's really bright. And then I thought, but if I wear sunglasses, won't this look really silly? And then I thought probably. And then I thought, oh, that might ruin the vibe of the video. And then I thought, what's the vibe of the video? And then I remembered that I only started creating this video because I wanted to make a video. I didn't know what the vibe was. I didn't know what I wanted it to be about. I just know that I wanted to create. I wanted to conjure a vibe. There was no set vibe, so how could the sunglasses ruin the video or the vibe if I didn't even know what that was yet? And now, look, here we are. This is the vibe of the video. I have shades on at nighttime with the candle. How interesting. How many other people do you know who are doing that? I have hot cocoa tonight. It has like the holiday spices in it, so it tastes very autumn Christmassy. It's got like apple and cinnamon and things like this. Question for my hot cocoa enjoyers. Do you just pour water or do you use like hot milk? Comment down below. I want to know. Me personally, I will not criticize you regardless of what you choose to do. To each their own, I say. But I personally, I put the cocoa mix in and then I fill it like halfway with milk first because the milk has just come out of the fridge. I use an oat milk and I pour half of it or like a third of it of milk and then I pour the hot water on top after. That way also the hot water isn't freshly boiling and it hits the cocoa right away. Because on my package it says boil water but then let it cool for a few minutes. And I figure I'm not gonna wait that long, so I'll put the milk in first and then the water. And that way I have my drink immediately and it's the perfect temperature, so I don't have to wait for it to cool down, and I get to have it with milk, so it's not all water. Because I used to do this growing up. I would just do all water because I didn't like dairy milk. I didn't realize that until I stopped drinking it. Like when I switched over to non-dairy milks, which was like 2019, 2018 even, I think. I would have like almond milk and oat milk and soy milk sometimes, but I didn't really like soy milk. Oh, and coconut milk too, which was interesting. I like coconut milk. But my main milk that I drink is oat milk because it's just very easy and nice. As you can probably tell, I've also just gotten out of the shower again. I don't know why I make videos right after I get out of the shower. I feel like when I'm in a shower and right after I get out of one, I am like me. I feel like showers kind of rebirth me. Does anyone else feel this way? Maybe lots of people do. I feel like people would feel this way. Something about water kind of resets my human period. Like it resets my human. And I just feel like, oh yeah, that's who I am. Whoops, I kind of forgot. And something about water makes me remember. If you guys are wondering why the pumpkin is here, this is because he is my friend. And this is my emotional support pumpkin. I'm being serious. I just thought it would make the process of making a video feel easier if I felt like I had someone here or like something to comfort me. And I don't have any animals or pets, so we have emotional support pumpkin. Do you guys want to name him? If you leave names in the comments, I will read them, and if it is good, I will pick it for this pumpkin. Right now, does not have a name. Yeah, back to showers and feeling reborn as a human. Does anyone else low-key feel like they're just kind of this gremlin thing walking loose about the earth for 24 hours or 12 hours or 48 hours or like however often you shower or 5 days, I don't know. Do you just feel like this loose creature that's like, whoa, what's happening? And then when you take a shower, you're like locked in. You're locked in immediately. You're like, oh yeah, I remember how to do this. That's how I feel. Now you know that about me. I feel like I'm giving like strange Ozzy Osbourne vibes. R.I.P. legend. Suddenly Oh, that's who I'm giving. I'm giving Elton John. Dang it. By the way, divas, these shades are too big for me. I wanted to find my other shades, but I lost them and then I was gonna get mad. So I thought I'll just make a video. How are you guys feeling right now? I'm feeling tired, but I thought I'd make a video anyway. I've been trying to decide what I should do about my attachment to my past, and it's really hard because the voices say to let go and to move forward, and this sounds true. It resonates true. It feels correct, even though it's painful and it's difficult. It feels like that is the correct thing to do. It doesn't feel like that is the thing that will make me happiest right now, but I think it's what would make me happiest in the long run. And I'm trying to be brave about this. So that's what is going on through my head. I'll keep you updated. Your turn. I'm so excited for Christmas and Halloween, obviously, don't get me wrong. Technically, the autumn equinox is not for another 4 days, but that's soon. So technically autumn hasn't started yet, but you know, the leaves are already falling in orange and stuff, and the wind's blowing. But I'm really excited for Christmas and Halloween and autumn in general, because I always feel the most like myself this time of year. When it's so hot outside, I feel so nauseous and blah, and it's just sweltering, and my whole body is saggy and warm, and my brain just is dead. This is summer. There are many beautiful parts of summer too, which I cherish dearly, but I'm gonna complain at the moment. And so when it is autumn and winter, I feel so like I return to myself and I find myself again, because my body, my animal, was so activated by the environment and the weather during the summertime that it's like my personality clocks out a little bit. It becomes like a hungry animal, and then you throw meat into the lion's den. And if this lion is well fed, this is funny because I'm a Leo. If this lion is well fed, it will be excited. It will be like, ooh, food. But it will go like, oh, I want to get that food. But if the lion is hungry and you throw the food, it will go boom. You know? Do you know what I mean? I hope so. That's like what the summer sun does to me. It turns me into this dazed animal, and I'm like, ugh. And my personality clocks out a little bit. So anyway, I am grateful for the autumn season that is here. I'm very grateful for it. I'm so happy about it and excited, more than I can convey right now. I might seem very chill and low-key. That's because I'm just nonchalant like that. I'm just a chill guy. This is something I am grateful for. And also the process of what I'm doing now, making videos for the sake of creating. You could, leave it blank too. Making blank for the sake of creating. I didn't come on here thinking, right, I'm gonna get so many views, or this one's gonna be a banger. In fact, part of my motivation behind making this video was I noticed myself getting stuck in that mindset again. Like, I tried to film yesterday and this morning, and I started getting mad and frustrated and like, oh, it's not good enough, and oh, the lighting's bad, or oh, the qualities or the angle's weird, or blah, 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 blah. All these niche critiques, which as a content creator, they're kind of valid. Like, you want good lighting for a good thumbnail. You want good sound quality, good angles, all of these things. I was trying to sing a song also, and I kept messing up. Or I was like, oh, that take wasn't good enough. So anyway, I had all these complaints, and then I was thinking, what am I gonna post on Sunday? Because I want to keep doing this regularly. And then I thought, I don't know, I'll figure something out. And this is kind of like me figuring it out. Like, if you don't like this video, tough. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not actually. I'm posting to create. That's why I'm making videos, is to get into the practice of this. And then I think, well, what are you doing here? What are you creating? I'm like, well, I'm creating a moment. I'm creating an experience, a memory, a virtual time capsule, a landscape, if you will, that people can watch or nobody can watch. And on top of that, I am also existing right now in this room. And I see the full 360 3D perspective that you, the viewer, only gets to see the 2D perspective. So I'm also learning that I like to chill. I like to chill, and I don't really make time for myself to chill as much as I should. So this is also on top of creating, on top of staying committed to my little posting thing. It's also me self-regulating. It's me making time for myself, which is always a positive thing. And sometimes I don't want to get on here and talk, because I'll be so angry. Guys, I need to be so real. I deal with so much anger in my life, and it's hard. And I just want to be happy and positive and non-confrontational and at peace. But there are things that have happened in my life that conjure frustration and anger out of me to such degree. And I think to truly have peace, when the anger pops up, you need to let it and you need to allow it. It doesn't have to be destructive, but you can just feel it, here's the anger and it comes up. And then maybe what you could do is, let's say this is your positivity. You might see the anger and go, oh, no, we can't do that. That's not positive. Get back down there. That's going to make it more angry the next time it rears its head. And I used to do this where I would suppress it, or I'd be like, no, I'll just be totally zen. It's fine. Because I heard somewhere from this guru a long time ago that anger is poison in your blood. So I was like, no, don't be angry. Don't put poison in my blood. But then also I realized that I was kind of having a toxic positivity kind of thing going on, where I tried to suppress and neglect my anger and my negative feelings to keep peace, but that did the opposite. That did not keep peace, even if it kept quiet. You dig? You feel what I'm saying? Just because I could keep things quiet didn't mean they were peaceful. Because when I would suppress that anger, or I would neglect it, or I'd postpone it, it would just build up even more. That by the time I did make room for it, it felt too much, felt overwhelming. And most of the time, it's not that I made room for it. It's that it got so huge, it made room for itself. It didn't ask my permission anymore. It just exploded. Oh yeah, I was saying, I don't really want to make videos on here sometimes, because I want to make people, happy, or I want to make them smile or feel good. That's what I would want. I would want to feel refreshed. But then I also have changed and shifted my motivation around why I make videos. I can't just decide that I want to do things for other people to make other people feel good. That's a noble and kind pursuit, but I need to make videos for me, and I need to feel good. And sometimes I used to think that talking about anger would kind of be kicking the dead horse, but really it's not. I used to think it would be dwelling on negativity, but really talking about my negative feelings almost transmutes them into a digestible experience, which then feels more positive in my body. And I'm like, I'm glad that I could articulate these feelings instead of just let them fester inside of me. So I think the takeaway from this is that you should start before you're ready. Look at me. Do you really think that I picked up a pumpkin and a blankie and hot cocoa fresh out the shower, threw sunglasses on, and then thought, oh yeah, this is gonna be a banger video? This is the most silly setup I could think of, but I pushed myself through that discomfort. I'm blessed enough that there was a ring light on standby, but even then I didn't want to turn that on, because I thought, oh, that's gonna be ugly and it's gonna ruin my moody atmosphere, which is true, but hence the shades. So this way you guys get semi-decent lighting quality, and I get to stay comfortable and in an atmospheric warm, cozy zone. Everyone wins. Start before you're ready. I didn't think that this was a good idea. I didn't think that this was going to be something that makes me feel better, but honestly it was. I do feel better. I just thought, I want to do this. I don't know why, I do. I want to do this. I want to make videos. I want to make things. I want to create. And it turns out that I'm really good at talking. Like, I yap like nobody's business. And this is crazy, because I used to be such a quiet person. But I'm like a yapper. I yap hella. That's kind of cool. And the thing is, I think my body enjoys articulating things. It regulates my system to put into words how I feel about certain topics or experiences. I think talking is cool because you have more room to experiment and it feels less performative than making music, because I always thought that I would make more music videos than I would talking videos, but I seem to be doing a lot of talking videos. However, maybe there's a takeaway from this. Maybe music can be more experimental and maybe it doesn't have to be performative. The only reason I feel that way is because with music, there is orchestration, there's a plan, there's a blueprint. And not only does that require control here and with your fingers, but it also requires like memorization and rhythm, like a click track. Like, I cannot explain to you how much currently, I hope future me is better, but currently I hate click tracks. I'm so not as great as I want to be at them. This is why you haven't gotten as much music from me as I would have liked to give you. It's because I can do little acoustic songs on a video and I'll be fine, because I have a general sense of rhythm. And with like videos that are acoustic, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I feel like when I'm recording actual tracks that are gonna be like permanent, I really want to get the timing and the rhythm down. That way you can throw drums in, you can throw other things in, you know, it will all sound nice and good. But I need to work on my metronome rhythm skills. I want it to be like second nature. I want it to be something I don't have to think about. But right now, it takes a lot of effort from me. So anyway, that's about all I have to say for this video. My brain just kind of turned off and I'm getting sleepy now. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye. And also subscribe.